Want to speak real Turkish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at turkishclass101.com.
Selam arkadaşlar. Ben Zehra. Hi everybody. I'm Zehra. Welcome to turkishclass101.com's 3 dakikada Türkçe. The fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Turkish. In the last lesson, we learned the most common forms of greetings in Turkish. Do you remember them? In this lesson, we're going to learn a very useful phrase. Do you speak English? If you find yourself in a situation where you need assistance in English, this phrase can be a lifesaver. And because you're asking it in Turkish, you can be sure that everyone will understand what you're saying, even if their answer is no. Here's the informal way to say it. İngilizce konuşabiliyor musun? İngilizce konuşabiliyor musun? In Turkish, verbs change depending on the pronoun that is used. Please notice the suffix musun at the end of the sentence. This is the informal word for you. The word before that is the verb konuşabiliyor, which means can speak. Because it is referring to you, it is conjugated konuşabiliyor musun? And you probably recognize the first word İngilizce. It means English. İngilizce konuşabiliyor musun? To learn how to conjugate verbs in more detail, please check out our Absolute Beginner series on turkishclass101.com. You can find very detailed grammar lesson and resources there. We are now going to make this sentence bit formal. First, we need to use the formal version of you. Just take musun and add a us sound at the end to make musunuz. Everything else stays the same. İngilizce konuşabiliyor musunuz? İngilizce konuşabiliyor musunuz? If you add affedersiniz, excuse me, to the beginning, the sentence becomes even more polite. Affedersiniz. İngilizce konuşabiliyor musunuz? Affedersiniz. İngilizce konuşabiliyor musunuz? The responses you will receive could be one of these three. Evet. Yes. Evet. Biraz. A little. Biraz. Hayır. İngilizce konuşamıyorum. No, I can't speak English. Hayır. İngilizce konuşamıyorum. Now, it's time for Zehra's Insights. For those of you who are not only English speakers, you can obviously use this question with any language you need. Turkish people study other European languages at school, so maybe you will get lucky. Just substitute İngilizce with İtalyanca for Italian, Rusça for Russian, İspanyolca for Spanish, or Almanca for German. In this lesson, we mentioned the expression affedersiniz. But did you know that this could also be used as an apology? In the next lesson, we will learn this and the other ways to apologize in Turkish. It's never too late to show your good manners with Turkish people. I will see you in our next 3 dakikada Türkçe lesson. Görüşmek üzere. Selam arkadaşlar, ben Zehra. Hi everybody, I'm Zehra. Welcome to turkishclass101.com's 3 dakikada Türkçe, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Turkish. In the last lesson, we learned the numbers from 1 to 10. Have you forgotten? Here, I'll tell you again. 1 2 3 4 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now, let's continue from 11. 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 10, 6, 17, 10, 7, 18, 10, 8, 19, 19, and finally we have 20. 20. Okay, now repeat after me. I will say the numbers and give you time to repeat each one. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. These numbers may seem harder to remember, but if you notice, there's actually a simple pattern to them. All you need to do is add numbers to the end of on, which is 10. So for 11, you just say 10, on, and 1, 1, 11. Let's not stop at 20. Counting to 100 is super easy. Now, I'll give you the tens. 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, 80, 80, 90, 90, and 100, 100. While you have to memorize a few of these numbers, there are a couple of tricks that will make memorizing them incredibly easy. Notice that 60 is 60 and 70 is 70. These have a lot in common with the Turkish word for 6 and 7, right? 6 is 6 and 60 is 60. And 7 is 7 and 70 is 70. 80 is 80. Doesn't it sound familiar to 8, which is 8? 8, 80. And 90, 90, is just like the others. It also sounds similar to 9, 9, 9, 90. The last thing to learn today is how to form compound numbers above 10. This is also super easy. Take the tens and simply add the numbers you learned in the previous lesson. Let's try it out. How would you say 56 in Turkish? Let's take it step by step. 50 is 50, and then add 6, 6. 56. It's done. Isn't that easy? Let's make another number. For instance, 98. Take 90, 90, and add 8, 8, 98. After only 2 lessons, you're now able to count to 100 in Turkish. In the next lesson, we are going to put your number knowledge to use. Do you have all the skills you need to go shopping in Turkey? If not, I'll be waiting for you in our next 3 dakikada Türkçe lesson. Görüşmek üzere.
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.
Selam arkadaşlar, ben Zehra. Hi everybody, I'm Zehra. Welcome to TurkishClass101.com's 3 dakikada Türkçe. The fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Turkish. In the last lesson, we learned the phrase, affedersiniz. İngilizce konuşabiliyor musunuz? Excuse me, can you speak English? We mentioned the word affedersiniz, which means excuse me in formal Turkish. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to use affedersiniz and other words when apologizing in Turkish. We should use affedersiniz in formal situations, such as when we are ordering something in bars or restaurants. For example, affedersiniz, bir kahve alabilir miyim? Excuse me, can I get a coffee please? Affedersiniz, bir kahve alabilir miyim? We can also use it when asking a question. Affedersiniz, Sultanahmet Camii nerede? Excuse me, where is the Blue Mosque? Affedersiniz, Sultanahmet Camii nerede? Sometimes we also hear people say, kusura bakmayın, which means the same thing. You use it when you want to draw someone's attention. We always use this phrase in formal speech. Kusura bakmayın. Kusura bakmayın. The informal way to say excuse me is affedersin. Affedersin. Just like affedersiniz. We can use affedersin when asking a question or when apologizing. We can also use the word pardon. You might hear this phrase translated as forgive me in English, but it is not formal or strong at all. Turkish people use it in very casual situations. All of these phrases can be used for either excuse me or I'm sorry. But if you really want to apologize for something, it might be better to use a different phrase. That phrase is özür dilerim. It means I'm sorry and can be used in both formal and informal situations. Özür dilerim. First, we have özür, which means apology. Next, we insert the Turkish word for I give. Dilerim. Özür dilerim. Now, it's time for Zehra's insights. Please remember that, in Turkey, if you accidentally bump into someone, we don't say I'm sorry, özür dilerim. Instead, we say affedersiniz or pardon. Are you able to count in Turkish? In the next lesson, we will learn the numbers in Turkish from 1 to 10. I will be waiting for you in our next 3 dakikada Türkçe lesson. Bir dahaki dersimize kadar görüşmek üzere.
Welcome to Top Words. Today we are going to be talking about top 25 phrases in Turkish. Let's begin. Merhaba. Hello. Our first word is merhaba, meaning hello. We use merhaba, for example, when we are being introduced to someone else. After say, for example, we are introduced and we say merhaba. When we say the H between the R and A is lost. Merhaba. Nice to meet you. Merhaba.
Günaydın. Good morning.
Our second word is günaydın, meaning good morning. We always use it, of course, in the mornings. Günaydın.
İyi günler. Good afternoon.
Our third word is iyi günler, meaning good afternoon.
İyi geceler. Good night.
Our fourth word is iyi geceler, meaning good night. İyi geceler. This is how I sound when I say iyi geceler. İyi geceler.
Adın ne? What's your name?
Our fifth word is adın ne? What's your name? Büşra, what is yours?
Ben. I am.
Our sixth word is ben, meaning am. For example, I am Büşra. Büşra'yım.
Tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. Nice to meet you.
Our seventh word is tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. Meaning nice to meet you. Tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. This is how it sounds when I don't slow it down.
Nasılsın? How are you?
Our eighth word is nasılsın? Meaning how are you? It goes like nasılsın?
İyiyim. Sen nasılsın? I'm fine. And you?
Our ninth word is iyiyim. Sen nasılsın? I'm fine. And you?
Lütfen. Please.
Our tenth word is lütfen. Meaning please. It goes like lütfen, lütfen, lütfen, lütfen. No, it doesn't go like that. Lütfen.
Teşekkür ederim. Thank you.
Our 11th word is teşekkür ederim. Meaning thank you. You can also say teşekkürler if you want to shorten it. Teşekkürler.
Rica ederim. You are welcome.
Our 12th word is rica ederim. Meaning you are welcome. Rica ederim.
Evet. Yes.
Our 13th word is evet. Meaning yes.
Hayır. No.
Our 14th word is hayır. Meaning no.
Tamam. Okay.
Our 15th word is tamam. Meaning okay.
Affedersiniz. Excuse me.
Our 16th word is affedersiniz. Meaning excuse me.
Özür dilerim. I'm sorry.
Our 17th word is özür dilerim. Meaning I'm sorry.
Saat kaç? What time is it?
Our 18th word is saat kaç? What time is it? Saat kaç?
Banyo nerede? Where is the restroom?
Our 19th word is banyo nerede? Where is the restroom?
Dur bir dakika. Wait a moment.
Our 20th word is dur bir dakika. Meaning wait a moment.
Bu ne kadar? How much is this?
Our 21st word is bu ne kadar? Meaning how much is this?
Hesap lütfen. Check please.
Our 22nd word is hesap lütfen. Check please.
Tebrikler. Congratulations.
Our 23rd word is tebrikler. Meaning congratulations.
Görüşürüz. See you later.
Our 24th word is görüşürüz. Meaning see you later.
Güle güle. Goodbye.
Our 25th word is güle güle. Meaning goodbye. Thank you guys so much for watching. Today we talked about the top 25 phrases in Turkish. Don't forget to check out turkishclass101.com to learn more Turkish, and please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thanks again. Teşekkür ederim. Görüşürüz. See you later. Hoşçakalın. Bye bye. Lütfen. Please. Lütfen. Lütfen. Lütfen. Lütfen, lütfen, lütfen, lütfen, lütfen, lütfen.
Hello everyone, I'm Celine and I'm back with top 25 verbs. So it's gonna be a bit hard to remember all of them at once, but do your best. Olmak, to be. Olmak, to be. Olmak ya da olmamak. İşte bütün mesele bu. To be or not to be. That's the question. Yeah. Yes, very deep. Example. Shakespeare. Do you like Shakespeare? This word is like very cliche in Turkish. Everyone knows it. You can be sure about that. Sahip olmak. To have. Sahip olmak. To have. Sağlıklı bir cilde sahip olmak için bol bol su içmelisin. To have healthy skin, you must drink a lot of water. Sahip olmak can be also used as sahip, so without olmak. For example, if you want to say, I have a dog, then in Turkish you go like this. Bir köpeğe sahibim. Köpek is dog. And I have, here it's sahibim. Yapmak, to do. Yapmak, to do. Elimden geleni yaptım. I did my best. So yapmak has lots of meaning in Turkish. For example, you can say, I did my homework. Ev ödevimi yaptım. Or elimden geleni yaptım. I did my best. So many meanings. Demek, to say. Demek, to say. Ne dedin? What did you say? We actually also use söylemek. Söylemek, to say, or demek. Actually same meaning, but grammatically sometimes we use demek, sometimes söylemek. If you want to ask ne dedin, what did you say? Then you go with demek, of course. But if you say ne söyledin, it's also not wrong. It's also okay. If you say ne dedin, like with changing your tone, like ne dedin, then it's like you sound kind of angry. Açıklamak, to explain. Açıklamak, to explain. Açıklaması zor. It's hard to explain. If you do something bad, your parents are asking you, what did you do? Then you go with açıklaması zor. It's hard to explain. Sorry. Duymak, to hear. Duymak, to hear. Bazı sesler duyuyorum. I hear some voices. It's scary. Gitmek, to go. Gitmek, to go. Yakında İzmir'e gideceğim. I will go to Izmir soon. Wow, then it's very nice. You're very lucky. Izmir is one of the best cities in Turkey. It's in the west side of Turkey. And people in Izmir is also very nice and everything. So you should go. Bilmek, to know. Bilmek, to know. Kung fu biliyorum. I know kung fu. So in Turkey, the national sports is oil wrestling. Did you know that? Almak, to take. Almak, to take. Bir tanesini alabilir miyim? Can I take one of these? Or for example, bugün bir kitap aldım. Today I bought a book. It's also okay. Almak, you can use it as like to buy. Görmek, to see. Görmek, to see. Seni görebiliyorum. I can see you. Can you see me? Beni görebiliyor musun? Gelmek, to come. Gelmek, to come. Geldim, gördüm, yendim. I came, I saw, I conquered. Düşünmek, to think. Düşünmek, to think. Düşünüyorum, öyleyse varım. Another cliche in Turkey. I think, therefore I am. Well, Descartes said that, right? In Turkish, we pronounce the person's name Descartes as Descartes. Bakmak, to look. Bakmak, to look. Bana bak. Look at me. This one too, if you say with a different tone, like bana bak, then it sounds angry. It's like you will start a fight, like bana bak. So it really depends on your tone, I think. İstemek, to want. İstemek, to want. Hiçbir şey istemiyorum. I don't want anything. Ne istiyorsun? What do you want? Ne is what. I want a cat. Ben bir kedi istiyorum. İstiyorum means I want. So you can use it basically with everything. For example, I want a car. Bir araba istiyorum. I want a house. Bir ev istiyorum. Then I need to work a lot, right? Kullanmak. To use. Kullanmak. To use. Fax makinesini kullanmayı biliyor musun? Do you know how to use the fax machine? I think fax machines still exist. And let me give you another example too. Today I use moisturizing cream. Bugün nemlendirici krem kullandım. Moisturizing cream is nemlendirici krem. Bugün today I used moisturizing cream. Bugün nemlendirici krem kullandım. We can use it like that as well. Or another example. Bugün araba kullandım. I drove a car today. Bulmak. To find. Bulmak. To find. Sokakta bir cüzdan buldum. I found a wallet on the street. Let me give you another example too. I found you. Seni buldum. Anlatmak. To tell. Anlatmak. To tell. Haydi bana bir fıkra anlat. Come on, tell me a joke. If you like jokes and if you're learning Turkish, then I'm sure you know Nasreddin Hoca. He became really famous years and years after we still talk about him. Nasreddin Hoca stories. You should Google it. Sormak. To ask. Sormak. To ask. Bir şey sorabilir miyim? Can I ask something? Or ask a question. Soru sormak. Ben soru soruyorum. I'm asking a question. Çalışmak. To work. Çalışmak. To work. Work. Daha çok çalışmalısın. You need to work harder. Çalışmak we use for both to work and to study. If you want to say to study for your class, derslerine çalışmak. To work, çalışmak. Same. Görünmek. To seem. Görünmek. To seem. Pek mutlu görünmüyorsun. You don't seem to be very happy. Or if you want to compliment your Turkish friend. Wow, you look so pretty today like this. Then you say, çok güzel görünüyorsun. Güzel means beautiful. Görünmek is to seem. We use as, çok güzel görünüyorsun. You are very beautiful today. Hissetmek. To feel. Hissetmek. To feel. Bugün kendimi harika hissediyorum. Today I feel great. If you want to say today I feel lonely. Bugün yalnız hissediyorum. Yalnız means lonely. Bugün üzgün hissediyorum. Today I feel sad. Or not just like emotionally. Also you can use a physically as well. Like for example, I feel the pain. We say acıyı hissediyorum. I feel the pain. Denemek. To try. Denemek. To try. Denemekten zarar gelmez. No harm in trying. Yeah, I agree with that. Bırakmak. To leave. Bırakmak. To leave. Telefonumu evde bırakmışım. I've left my phone at home. So how you will survive? Çağırmak. To call. Çağırmak. To call. Biri ambulans çağırsın. Someone call an ambulance. Do you know which phone number you should call in Turkey if you want to call an ambulance? 112. Don't forget that. Göstermek. To show. And our last verb will be göstermek. To show. Sana göstermek istediğim bir şey var. There is something I want to show you. Do you know what is this, guys? And we finished the class. So now you know top 25 verbs in Turkish. How was it? I know maybe it's a bit hard for you first time to remember all of them at once. But if you watch this video over and over again, then why not? You can memorize all of them. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. But if you want to learn Turkish more, in meantime. So please visit our website turkishclass101.com. I'll be waiting for you in the next video, guys. See you!
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.
Welcome to TurkishClass101.com's 3 dakikada Türkçe. The fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Turkish. Selam, ben Zehra. Tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. Hi, I'm Zehra. Nice to meet you. In this series, we're going to learn basic Turkish expressions. It's super easy and it only takes 3 minutes. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Turkish. You can do it with only 2 sentences. But first, it is important to clarify that in Turkish, there is a difference between the formal and the informal language. Let's first see how Turkish people introduce themselves in an informal situation. Selam, ben Zehra. Tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. Hi, I'm Zehra. Nice to meet you. Selam, ben Zehra. Tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. Start by saying selam, ben. Then say your name. Selam, ben Zehra. Finally, say tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. Nice to meet you. Selam, ben Zehra. Tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. And now, let's see the same sentence in formal speech. Merhaba, ben Zehra Özdemir. Tanıştığımıza çok memnun oldum. Hi, I'm Zehra Özdemir. Nice to meet you. Merhaba, ben Zehra Özdemir. Tanıştığımıza çok memnun oldum. So, what has changed from the previous introduction? Let's take a close look at this together. Selam has been substituted with the formal greeting, merhaba, Turkish for hi. Ben Zehra hasn't been changed. In both cases, ben means I am. However, during a formal self-introduction, we also say our last name. So I said Zehra Özdemir. Here you would say your full name. Finally, pay attention to the ending. We went from tanıştığımıza memnun oldum to tanıştığımıza çok memnun oldum. We have just added the Turkish word for very. In a formal sentence, saying it is very nice to meet you will make it even more polite. One more time. The informal way to introduce yourself in Turkish is Selam, ben Zehra. Tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. The formal way to introduce yourself is Merhaba, ben Zehra Özdemir. Tanıştığımıza çok memnun oldum. Now, it's time for Zehra's insights. When you introduce yourself, it's a good habit to shake hands. And don't worry too much about using çok when you meet with people. You won't get in trouble if you simply say, tanıştığımıza memnun oldum, as I said at the beginning of this lesson. Do you know how we say thank you in Turkish? You will learn how to say this and many other words in the next 3 dakikada Türkçe lesson. Görüşmek üzere. See you then. Selam, ben Zehra. Hi, I'm Zehra. Welcome to TurkishClass101.com's 3 dakikada Türkçe. The fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Turkish. In the last lesson, we learn how to show gratitude to people by saying teşekkürler. In this lesson, we will learn some of the most common greetings used in Turkey. Hazır mısınız? Are you ready? Hadi başlayalım o zaman. So let's start then. The most used informal greeting is selam. Selam. Selam means hi or hello. Because it's so casual, we should only use this greeting with friends or relatives. If you're greeting someone you don't know, you should use a more formal phrase. Merhaba. Merhaba. Merhaba means hi or hello too. If you want to make the greeting a little bit more formal, you can say iyi günler. İyi günler. İyi günler means good morning and good afternoon. In fact, you can use it all day, from morning until evening. During the evening, we say iyi akşamlar. İyi akşamlar. In an informal parting situation, Turkish people use güle güle. Güle güle. Güle güle means goodbye. Finally, in Turkish, we have an expression meaning hope to see you soon. That can be considered both formal and informal. Görüşmek üzere. Görüşmek üzere. Now you can greet people in many different ways in Turkish. Let's review them all again. When meeting older people or someone we don't know, merhaba. When meeting friends or relatives, selam. When greeting people from morning to afternoon, iyi günler. When greeting people in the evening, iyi akşamlar. When living in an informal situation, güle güle. When living in a formal or an informal situation, görüşmek üzere. It's easy, isn't it? Now it's time for Zehra's insights. If you can't remember how to say goodbye in Turkish, you can just say bye bye. Bye, bye. This expression is pretty casual, but at least nobody in Turkey will have any trouble understanding you. In the next lesson, we will learn the meaning of the phrase konuşabiliyor musun? Do you already know it? We will be waiting to talk about it with you in our next 3 dakikada Türkçe lesson. Görüşmek üzere. Selam, ben Zehra. Hi, I'm Zehra. Welcome to TurkishClass101.com's 3 dakikada Türkçe, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Turkish. In the last lesson, we learned how to introduce ourselves in Turkish. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to use good manners as we thank people. Hazır mısınız? Are you ready? Hadi başlayalım o zaman. So let's start then. There are several ways to thank someone. So let's start with the easiest. It is just one word. Teşekkürler. Teşekkürler. Teşekkürler means thanks. Another casual way of saying thanks is sağ ol. Sağ ol. When saying thank you, you just need to use teşekkür ederim. Teşekkür ederim. Ederim means I give. So teşekkür ederim is like saying I give my thanks. In the last lesson, we mentioned both the informal and the formal way of speaking Turkish. If you want to be more formal, there's another phrase you should use. Çok teşekkür ederim. Çok teşekkür ederim. Let's break this phrase down. Teşekkür ederim means I give my thanks. You probably remember çok from the last lesson. It means very. And when we add it to the phrase, it strengthens teşekkür ederim and makes it more formal. How do you answer when someone thanks you? It's easy. There are basically two different ways to do it. The first is bir şey değil. Bir şey değil. Bir şey değil literally means it's nothing. You're saying that there's nothing worth thanking you for. The other way to say you're welcome is the expression sorun değil. Sorun değil. Literally, this phrase means no problem, but it has become a common and polite way to respond to someone thanking you. So, when someone says teşekkürler to you, simply reply with bir şey değil or sorun değil. Now, it's time for Zehra's insights. If you're not sure about whether to say teşekkürler or çok teşekkür ederim, keeping it simple is always your safest bet. You don't have to worry about formal or informal situations. Teşekkürler can be used with just about anyone, anywhere, and at any time. Do you know what hoşça kal means? In our next 3 dakikada Türkçe lesson, you will learn this and other greetings in Turkish. Görüşmek üzere.
In this video, you'll learn 20 of the most common words and phrases in Turkish. Hi everybody, my name is Celine. Welcome to the 800 Core Turkish Words and Phrases video series. This series will teach you the 800 most common words and phrases in Turkish. But there's a twist. With each new lesson in this series, we'll include the previous lessons at the end. So, after you've learned the new words and phrases, stick around and review what you learned in previous lessons. Reviewing is one of the most important parts of learning a language. You can also get the full list right now at turkishclass101.com. Click the link in the description to access more example sentences, create your own flashcard deck, and finally master Turkish. Okay, let's get started. First is merhaba. Hello. Merhaba. Merhaba. Hello. İnsanlar merhaba der. The people say hello. İnsanlar merhaba der. Affedersiniz. Excuse me. Affedersiniz. Affedersiniz. Excuse me. Affedersiniz. Bunun benim koltuğum olması lazım. Excuse me. This is supposed to be my seat. Affedersiniz. Bunun benim koltuğum olması lazım. Özür dilerim. I'm sorry. Özür dilerim. Özür dilerim. I'm sorry. Özür dilerim. Bilmiyordum. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Özür dilerim. Bilmiyordum. İyi geceler. Good night. İyi geceler. İyi geceler. Good night. İyi geceler ve çok teşekkürler. Good night and thank you very much. İyi geceler ve çok teşekkürler. Tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. Nice to meet you. Tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. Tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. Nice to meet you. Görüşmek üzere. Sizinle tanıştığıma memnun oldum. Goodbye. It was nice to meet you. Görüşmek üzere. Sizinle tanıştığıma memnun oldum. Nasılsın? How are you? Nasılsın? Nasılsın? How are you? Merhaba, nasılsın? Uzun zamandır görüşemedik. Hello, how are you? We haven't seen each other in a long time. Merhaba, nasılsın? Uzun zamandır görüşemedik. Evet. Yes. Evet. Evet. Yes. Evet, aşırı açım. Yes, I'm extremely hungry. Evet, aşırı açım. Hayır. No. Hayır. Hayır. No. Hayır, çalışıyorum. No, I'm working. Hayır, çalışıyorum. Teşekkür ederim. Thank you. Teşekkür ederim. Teşekkür ederim. Thank you. Yardımın için teşekkür ederim. Thank you for your help. Yardımın için teşekkür ederim. Ben. I'm. Ben. Ben. I'm. Ben Selin. I'm Selin. Ben Selin. Güle güle. Goodbye. Güle güle. Güle güle. Goodbye. Güle güle. Yarın görüşürüz. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Güle güle. Yarın görüşürüz. Kötü. Bad. Kötü. Kötü. Bad. Adam kötü. The man is bad. Adam kötü. İyi. Good. İyi. İyi. Good. Erkenden uyanmak senin için iyidir. Waking up early is good for you. Erkenden uyanmak senin için iyidir. Hoş. Pretty. Hoş. Hoş. Pretty. Elbisen çok hoş. Your dress is very pretty. Elbisen çok hoş. Çirkin. Ugly. Çirkin. Çirkin. Ugly. Çirkin figür. Ugly figure. Çirkin figür. Kolay. Easy. Kolay. Kolay. Easy. Bağımsızlık kazanmak kolay değildir. Winning independence is not easy. Bağımsızlık kazanmak kolay değildir. Zor. Difficult. Zor. Zor. Difficult. İngilizce zor. English is difficult. İngilizce zor. Yakın. Near. Yakın. Yakın. Near. Ben üniversitenin yakınında yaşıyorum. I live near the university. Ben üniversitenin yakınında yaşıyorum. Uzak. Far. Uzak. Uzak. Far. İstasyon buradan çok uzak. The station is far from here. İstasyon buradan çok uzak. Küçük. Small. Küçük. Küçük. Small. Çok küçük. Very small. Çok küçük. Remember, the goal of the series is to build a vocabulary of the 800 most common words and phrases in Turkish. If that sounds like a lot, don't worry, we can help you. Click the link in the description to access the full list. You'll also get example sentences, custom flashcard decks, and more learning resources at turkishclass101.com. See you next time. Güle güle.
Selam arkadaşlar, ben Zehra. Hi everybody, I'm Zehra. Welcome to turkishclass101.com's 3 dakikada Türkçe. The fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Turkish. In the last lesson, we learned some words used when apologizing in Turkish, including affedersiniz and özür dilerim. In this lesson, we are going to learn numbers in Turkish. Yes, numbers, sayılar, from 1 to 10. And you're going to learn them only in 3 minutes, 3 dakika. Are you ready? Let's start then. 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5 6 6 7 7 8 8 9 9 and finally 10 10. Okay, now repeat after me. I'll say the numbers and give you time to repeat each one. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Great job! What is before 1? Do you know? Let's find out then. Ready? 0 0. You don't have any more excuses. You can give your friends your cell phone number in Turkish. Let's try together. We will use the phrase benim numaram, which means my number is benim numaram. Benim numaram 5 3 3 1 2 2 4 9 6 8. Can you read it by yourself? 5 3 3 1 2 2 4 9 6 8. Perfect! Do you know the Turkish word for 100? In the next lesson, we are going to learn the numbers from 11 to 100 in Turkish. Your task is now to practice the numbers we studied in this lesson. From 1 to 10. Görüşmek üzere.
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.